If you've been watching this channel, it's probably because you're considering Baldwin County, Alabama, and I'm gonna give you another great reason to consider it today. Hey, I'm Amanda Eckert. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Living in Gulf Shores, and today we're taking to the waters so that I can show you all that you need to know if you're thinking about bringing a boat down here, buying a boat down here, or curious about what the buzz is with the boating here in Lower Alabama. And I'll tell you, just last week we were staying down at the beach for the 4th of July, and it really hit me that we are probably in the best boating spot maybe in the entire country, because we have so many different types of waterways, so many different types of people that could take advantage, whether you like to deep sea fish, whether you like to scout up little rivers, whether you like to just find a white sandy beach that no one else is accessing by their car, or you want to grab breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or a 5-star dinner. There is a little bit of everything here, and you can access it within just minutes by boat. And you're probably aware that we have a lot of water around us, but it's all different types, and that's what makes it so special. Baldwin County sits between Mobile Bay and Perdido Bay and is cut right through the middle by the Intracoastal waterway, with the Gulf right at the bottom. So that means you have 3 completely different kinds of boating available within 20 or 30 minutes of most neighborhoods. Calm bay, backwaters for a pontoon boat or a family day, tubing, fishing, or visiting some of the many lively restaurants. We have it all nearby. If you want to go cruising down the Intracoastal, town to town by boat, you can truly do it with Gulf access at the Perdido Pass for offshore fishing. Most places that you could move are only going to offer you one of those options, but here we have it all. But I'm sure you're thinking, this sounds really expensive. And the thing is, you have so many different types of options for so many different sizes of boats. You don't have to be prepared for 10-foot seas to enjoy boating around here. And there are public ramps all over the county. Wolf Bay, the Foley Beach Express area, Bon Secours, Fish River, and several others on the causeway along Mobile Bay, with new ones going in and improvements being made to the existing ones that we have all the time. Beautiful facilities, beautiful docks, lots of parking, grilling areas, picnic tables, parks. It's really a stunning sight. And most of these areas are free or just a few dollars for a day pass. Whether you have an 18 to 20-foot boat or larger. If you have an 18 to 24-foot boat, I would say that the Intracoastal waterway is definitely a sweet spot, with pontoons, center consoles, bay boats, and lots of places to go and visit. If you're going to be spending a lot of time in the Gulf, you might want something a little bigger, but the conditions up here are often great. Slip storage and costs can vary a lot by marina and, of course, by the boat size. But whether you want enclosed dry storage, a ship store, service departments, the marinas are top notch, and there are many to choose from in all different locations. From Barber Marina in Alberta, Sportsman Marina in Orange Beach, and Legendary Marina in Gulf Shores. There are plenty of choices. If just having the boat brought up to you so you can hop on it every day is your idea of a relaxing day. Now, my favorite part about boating around here are the restaurants. Some of my favorite restaurants that I always send people to, whether by car or by boat, are accessible by the water. And that includes Zeke's Marina in Orange Beach, Tin Top in Bon Secours, Pirates Cove in Alberta, and of course the Yacht Club at the Floribama. Day and night, that place is fantastic, with live music going on all the time, and believe it or not, their food is some of the best that you'll find. Also, a couple lesser thought of places are Jesse's on the Bay, which is out by Fort Morgan. It is a beautiful restaurant with some of the best steaks and very family friendly. An Avenue Pub in Orange Beach for more of a casual, easy access, good rotation stop. Now, on the fishing side, Baldwin County is also a serious spot for fishing water. This weekend, actually, at the same time as the Dauphin Island fishing, the Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo is just across the way in Dauphin Island, and the Grand Marlin, I think it's called, I haven't been there yet, so I need to go check it out, is right here in Orange Beach at the wharf. And that is a weekend that is tons of fun. And I'll tell you, every single condo is sold out this weekend for people that are coming to check out what is coming in off of all of those boats. But you don't have to be a tournament angler. There are plenty of families that just keep a boat around for cruising around or casting a fishing pole on a hot summer day. And it can be a very social activity as well. Robinson Island is always full of boats, friends, families tying up together, spending the day on the white sand, and they actually just recently expanded that area as well to include more beaching area, more bird sanctuary area, and more variety to enjoy on our beautiful coastline. It's a totally different kind of community building than anything you'll find at a neighborhood pool around here. So, can you find a home with a boat slip already built in? Yeah, you can, but what attracts a lot of people here is that you don't have to be a millionaire to live this life. You can have a modest boat, keep it in your backyard, and take advantage of all the same things that those giant yacht owners are taking advantage of too. So this Intracoastal waterway connects to everything, and it has one of the most popular public boat ramps and one of the most popular marinas, which we just went through right behind me. That marina actually sits at the wharf, which is an amazing entertainment district that you can have restaurants, shops, concerts, a Ferris wheel, and what I'm finding right now is surprisingly some of the cheapest gas you can find out on the water. You can fuel up, grab some ice, grab some lunch, and you're only a few minutes from the open waters. That's what really makes this area so special. From breakfast, lunch, dinner, entertainment at night, you can access just about everything by boat. Or if you want to spend the whole day with a fishing pole in your hand, you can do it in all different types of waters. I'm going to take you to Pirates Cove, the Floribama, and some of my favorite beach spots if you don't want to have to park in one of the parking lots in your car that you can get to by one of your boat, whether you have one or you find a friend with one. You can get to the wharf in Orange Beach for year-round entertainment, restaurants, shopping, nightly concerts, and a little change of scenery. And there's always new stuff coming. The Margaritaville Resort is being built just across from the Intracoastal waterway from the wharf, and they're going to give day passes for all of their amenities. So you can pull up by boat, enjoy the Jimmy Buffett themed restaurants, lazy river water slides, and more here at the new Margaritaville Resort, which is scheduled to actually open up at the end of this year. There's talk about some type of a ferry service that can take people back and forth the water between the wharf and Margaritaville, although nothing is actually being said formally about that yet. Prices here at Margaritaville start in the 400,000, and prices for condos at the wharf start at around 500,000. And of course, some of the best fishing in the world is right here in the Gulf of Mexico, and the fishing tournaments that go on are a draw for thousands of people here every single year. So you've heard me talk a couple times today about parking your boat in your backyard, and one of the most common questions I get, or one of the most common requests that I get, is that people don't want to have an HOA because they want a place to park their boat. And I will tell you, not all HOAs here are created equal, and many of them are not nearly as strict as you might be used to where you're coming from. There are several homes and new construction neighborhoods that do have HOAs, but yet their rules allow you still to park a boat or a trailer in your backyard as long as it is behind a 6-foot fence or in a shed or covered area that is not going to be seen. So even if it's a boat that's taller than your fence, there are plenty of neighborhoods that will still allow you to keep it. That's one of the reasons why people move here. That's one of the reasons why people love it here. And there are a lot of neighborhoods that understand that, and the owners want to enjoy the convenience of keeping their boats close by. So if you're thinking of making Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, or anywhere here on the Gulf Coast your home, I'd love to take you around and show you what life is all about here and all the best options on the water. I'm Amanda Eckert. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.